Hello you guys, and welcome back to another vlog. So today we are at a new Goodwill that I have never checked out before. So I shared one of my thrifting videos on Facebook the other day, and this girl Luna suggested that I check out this new Goodwill in Taylor, Texas. It is also a brand new store, so I'm excited to see how much merchandise they actually have because Taylor is also a small town. So we'll see what we can find. Usually I look for home decor stuff. I'm in the middle of redoing both of my boys' bedrooms, so maybe we can find some stuff for that, some floor lamps, maybe some stuff for my bedroom or my bathroom. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what inspires us, but we are here, so let's get this party started. I just got in the store and I saw this from across the way, and it looks hand painted and there's a little signature at the bottom, but it also looks like it could be like Hobby Lobby art. But if it's not, made in Mexico. But just because it has that signature doesn't necessarily mean that I believe that it's handmade. Like, that looks like it's just a print. I think this might be just like something like that. I don't know. $8.99, I'll keep it in my basket for now. This is interesting, but I don't know what it is. These kind of move. Wood wicker, is it supposed to just like hold stuff? I don't know, but it looks like it's in good shape. Look at this basket, guys. Like, I know I buy a ton of baskets, but this one's good. This is a good basket. Looks like both sides, or all the sides, are in pretty good condition. Only a little bit of fraying. The inside looks pretty good too, but I don't know if I'm gonna get it. $4.99. This wood decorative piece behind here kind of caught my eye. It looks a little beat up. Let me get that steady. But yeah, that's pretty. Oh, it's heavy. It's heavy duty. It's a little clunky, but I like the color of the wood. Southern Living at Home. It's got a ton of different ways to hang it. My goodness, made in the Philippines. This is an interesting box, but there's no bottom on it. For $2.99, I like that the top comes up. And I like the Christmas time, 1984, but I don't know what this would really even be for. With no bottom on it, that's strange. This is a nice clock. It's obviously just kind of one that you would find at like Ross or something. But for somebody trying to decorate their house, like, this is pretty. This looks like similar to one that I have in my living room. This is neat. I think it's just a candle holder. But I like the intricate wood carving on it. Made in China. I found this big leather case. It looks like it's like a makeup case or something, but it's large. It's $20. It looks like real leather. It says Sears on it, Sears Furniture. So it's definitely a little bit older, but it's in good condition. This is really neat. I don't think I've seen one that's silver like this, but it says the birthplace of William Shakespeare. $6.99. It's from England. This is beautiful, and I love the green. I have to get that. This steampunk like cheetah leopard guy. I like it, but it's kind of strange. Oh, looky there. This is like wallpaper somebody cut up and then glued on top of here and then painted that. No wonder it's like a mash of different styles. People are just so creative. It was kind of cool. Here's a wall pocket. I've been seeing these a lot online. So you put your own greenery in here. And I think you're supposed to hang it on the wall, but now that I'm looking at it, this doesn't look like it hangs. This looks like it sits, but either way, it's still like a cool way to display some greenery. I have one of these that is actually a wall pocket, and it's beautiful. I have it nice and high up near my laundry room. Gorgeous. Here's some cool candle holders. It's a set. $2.99. but that's $2.99 each, I believe. But these are really neat. And it may seem a little bit outdated, but these do look really cool against like a colored wall or something, just kind of along the hallway. And I'm always drawn to big keys like this, but I do feel like they're a little bit outdated. You know, I feel like this belongs in that like early 2000s house that looks like the Tuscany vibes, which a lot of this metal work does. So it's kind of hard to find like the balance between that like outdated but not quite in style again yet sort of vibes. I found this one and I do like it. It's $8.99, but for some reason this front part just looks so flat to me. It really isn't very raised, but it's definitely the front. It hangs like that. Isn't that pretty? If this were $9, I would probably get it. If this were $5, I think I would. Because I really do like this, and I think this is a nice balance. A little mini lava lamp. But I don't think it, oh, maybe it does actually light up, but it definitely has glitter in it. This is nice. This has glass, so you put that on a table. Pretty pretty. And here's another one of those brass trivets, and it has all its feet. Oh, it's got 3 feet. These two look like maybe they were put on afterwards, because that one looks a little bit different. Or maybe, yeah, that one looks like the original. Oh, maybe it's just missing the black thing. But that's pretty, kind of looks like a snowflake. Okay, so here is an actual wall pocket. So the back is flat and then you put your greenery like that inside. But I don't see a price on this one and it is very dirty inside. Just kind of disturbing, but I do like it. I like the shiny gold on it, but it's very orangey. Maybe I won't get it today. And this looks like it goes on the wall too. It does have a way to hang it. But it's just so flat in the middle and it's so large. Here's an example of a wall pocket with the greenery, $6.99. I don't necessarily love what they have in there right now, but if, like, imagine something that's cascading out of it and kind of draping down the sides and pretty up on the wall. Like, how gorgeous. What are these? They look like real silver and they have 2 little eyes, but I don't know what they are. They kind of look like they should hold napkins, but they're not tall enough. If you know what these are, let me know in the comments section. This bowl kind of caught my eye. It looks like it would be like a New Mexico sort of pottery or Native American pottery, but I flipped it over and it says that it's made in China. It also specifies that it's not food safe and that it may poison your food. So be mindful of things like that if you're planning on using these as serving dishes. Here's 2 matching vases. Aren't these pretty for $3.99 each? I have a lot of vases, but I really do like the idea of having a pair, and a pair that has a nice wide mouth like this. Or you know what else? I wonder if you could put a tall candle in here and if it would display a pretty scene on the wall for you. Look at this cute little tiny candy dish. Oh, I like that. That's sweet. What sort of goodies would you put in here though? I don't know. Or would you just leave it empty, like a little cloche? This is kind of a neat candle holder as well. I like just the simple flowers on it. This silver pitcher is really cool for $6.99. That's gorgeous. Look at the feet on it. Oh, and it's got a little like mustache guard on it so it doesn't splash. Very pretty. This is heavy. This is an apple. A lot of the thrifting people that I watch say that these apples sell really well. It says made in China though, so I think I'll pass. This set of rainbow wine glasses is pretty. $2.99 each though. What on earth? And I don't even think these are actually glass. I think these are like a plastic. These mugs are kind of nice. They're small. What's that say at the bottom? Hold on. Took the sticker off and it says Hearth and Hand with Magnolia. So I think these are the Magnolia ones, but these are pretty. If these were handmade, I think I would get them. I like these water cups. These are really pretty. And look, that's a large set. I might have to grab these. But I don't like how these are all individually priced and individually priced for $2 each when it clearly is a whole set. And it's a large set of 12, but $24 for this. I don't know. Never mind. I think for that reason, I'll pass. This is a nice dresser. I like the little tulip detailing around it and the brass knobs. clunky, but it's $15. It's nice, solid furniture. These caught my eye. There's a bunch of these like mirror things, but they're plastic, which is kind of a bummer because if they were wood, that would be really nice. Here's a bunch of prints. These are really nice. Oh, well, they all have the name on it. They're $5 each. Not exactly what I'm looking for, but if you wanted to decorate your house or your kitchen with neutrals and plants like this, these would be a good option. Here's a very large easel. You want it, oh, it's a little bit broken, it looks like at the bottom, but this would be really cool to display something in your house, like just sitting on the floor, you know what I mean, kind of tucked away to the side. This is a cool mirror, all this detailing. It's not too large either. Oh, but it's heavy. Look at that little face just sticking out. Saw this green ottoman from across the way, and I think it's kind of a cool idea, but I like the idea of it way more than I actually like it. Like, it's not done very well. This is kind of like a vinyl-y plastic, but I love the color. And this old chest is neat. Like, it would be really cool to see at your house or something, but what a beast. I was tricked. I saw these cool wall sconces, and they're plastic. They're $2.99, but they're cool. Like, if these were actual brass. Bummer they're plastic because there's two of them. Here's a large set of china. Wow, these are really pretty with the silver and the blue. If these weren't so similar to ones that I already had, I think I would get them because I like that they have a large number of plates that are the big plates and the plates that are small with the circle. So like you could put either of these teacups in there, or if they had the little shallow bowls, each person could get a bowl. And a lot of times they'll have plates like this with the rim and ones without. So this is more so suited for that. Ooh, I've been looking for something like this. This is a stair basket. So you put this on your stairs. This is cool for toys and stuff that collect downstairs. Anything that needs to go upstairs, you just rest out on the stairs. It's got a handle. Ooh, neat. I've been wanting to find one of these for $6.99. Just found two of these baskets, and there's a plastic lining in them. They're, I think, $2.99 or $3.99 each. And this is perfect for a trash can, and they're matching. So each one of these can go in the kids' rooms. How perfect is that? And then here is another one of those wall pockets, but you would have to fill it yourself, and it's pretty large and kind of open at the front, like it spills out quite a bit. So you would have to use quite a few plants, but still really beautiful. And $4.99. These are really good quality, like rattan and bamboo, I think. Really pretty. There's two of them, these trays. They're $2.99 each. I really like these. This is a nice, strong, masculine lamp. I like the kind of cherry color right here. I don't think it's wood. Oh, what is that? Ceramic? But it's a nice, tall, large lamp, and it's got the brass feet on it. Very nice. I just found these like concrete fruits that are painted gold at the bottom. There's a pear in there. Oh, two pears and an apple. And these are really nice and weighty and heavy. And I think they would look pretty on a table, like a fall table setting, but they're $6.99. Here's somebody's collection of bells. It looks like they got one from all the states they visited. We've got North Carolina, Maryland, Chimney Rock, North Carolina, Hawaii, Grants Farm, Mount Rushmore. That's fun. This lady got around. I like a little quartz ring knick-knack holder thing. I just found like a little tabletop holder, like for you to use in your bed, which is awesome. And it's got the little legs that spring out, and it's $6.99, but the color is just so offensive. It's like so orange. But my husband's been really wanting one of these since he edits all the videos in bed for the most part. So I think I'm gonna grab this for $6.99. Been on Google Lens now for like 5 minutes trying to figure out what these things are, and I have absolutely no idea. The closest I've come to is a letter holder or a card holder, but I'm not sure. I think I am gonna get them though, so I can post on my like antique or Goodwill Facebooks just to see if they know what these are. I thought this was a pretty clock. It doesn't work, but I still think it's pretty. Then I also found this little mirror. There was only one of them. I don't know what I would do with it, but it matches kind of the other mirrors that I found the other day. $3.99. I don't think I'll get it, but it's pretty. I also just found 3 of these like Louis Vuitton little wallets. I don't know if they're real, but they feel real. Oh, here's a white one. Oh, that looks like it's in really good shape. Yeah, it is. Here's a Gucci one. That's cool. There was a Gucci belt. That'd be sick. Another Gucci one. Wow. Oh, a belt buckle. Louis Vuitton belt buckle. I just saw this owl picture. It's an American long-eared owl, and I really like the giant matting on it. This is really a cool picture. $12.99. I don't know where I would put it, but I do like it. If it were like a watercolor or something, I think I would get it. Just walked over to this bin to dig through, and I found so many Louis Vuitton belts. What on earth? These can't possibly be real, can they? Looks like they have a lot of valises, I think is what these are. Let's see. Yeah, a curtain. How pretty. I'm a sucker for lace. I love it. And these are curtains too, but I do really like these. They don't match anything that I have really, well, besides like my tablecloth, but these are really nice. I like these. This is a cool print. And you can tell it's a print because it has this little detail at the bottom, the 126 out of 200. And then here's the artist signature as well, but it's like a wolf holding up his fist and then this guy. So like you are him holding up your fist, looking at the other wolf. That's cool. I think it's watercolor. Oh, and isn't this sweet with the little flowers on it? They look a little worse for wear, but they're pretty. Little bumblebee. And it looks watertight. That's nice. Or not necessarily watertight, but you could put like a plant in there or something if you wanted to. This is pretty. Oh, it's got glitter on the top for Christmas. You put a little candle in there, $1.99. Gorgeous. I bet that's beautiful with the glow. This is a very cool vase. It's got ducks and stuff. I think it's kind of like Japanese-esque, but it looks hand-painted. This is pretty. Wow, that sucker is massive. It's like the size of my arm. Oh, look, here's some more giant, tall, like bud vases. I don't like these. I don't know what you would use these for. Oh my gosh. This is pretty. I like the coloring on it. No signature, but it looks handmade. I don't know. I like the little broken throughout it. This is a pretty Christmas decor. And it's all neutral, so it kind of fits in nicely. I like that. It's a little different than all the like reds and greens and like kind of really bright in your face colors that you normally see. But their fall decorations are out and about. Well, I guess all of their holiday decor is all out and about and large and in charge. Bunch of pine cones for $3.99. Look at these old style Christmas lights. They've got 4 reels of them. I wonder if they all work. I saw this. It's like a little grab bag of different plastic fruits or something, but it looks like they've all been painted or kind of DIY'd. Here's another one of those things that'll set your house on fire. Except this is a snow globe. And oh, it looks like it should light up, but see how it's kind of dingy looking? I don't know, but I like this Anne Klein purse a lot too. Wow, there's good stuff here. Let's see. 25. Here's a Louis Vuitton backpack. Wow, why do they have so much nice stuff here? Here's this cute little pot. Oh, we already looked at that. That's right. Here's a nice way to display one of your baskets. See that? $3.99 on a coffee table or something. Isn't that pretty? And this is nice too. This really fits in with all that nautical theme stuff. Oh, look at this bag, a Burberry bag. 40 bucks. I like the colors on this a lot for fall. I just don't use bags a whole lot like that, you know. Look at this clock. How pretty. I love all these old clocks like this. I really, really do. One day I'll have some of these. This is creative. This looks like just a candle holder, but somebody put this big old ball on top. I like this. This is good quality. Could you imagine if this had those big, what are they called? Pampas grass in it. This is really pretty. it's just not weighty enough. I think this would fall over like the moment somebody accidentally touched it. You know what I mean? See that? It's rocking like crazy. I think we got some pretty good stuff today. Okay, you guys, we are back. It's a couple days later, but I'm really excited with everything that we found at this Goodwill. This was a brand new Goodwill. I think I mentioned that, but it's brand new. It's in a town not too far away from me, like a couple towns over. But somebody had suggested on my Facebook to go to this Goodwill because she had found some designer stuff. And I have never found designer items at Goodwill before or while thrifting. So I was really excited. Now to figure out if they're fake or real, I did do some research. So, but I'll save that for a little bit later on. First, I'll get kind of the boring stuff out of the way. Oh, but also I did actually, so I mentioned in last week's video that we are thinking about doing an Etsy page. I'm not 100% sure because I do like to collect my items, but we'll see. If somebody really, really wants something, or if I find enough stuff, maybe I will have my husband create an Etsy shop. But first things first, I did find 3 of these baskets. Now they come with a plastic lining. Hold on. Well, they don't really come out very easily, but you can kind of see here the plastic lining. I think these are actually for plants, like to cover up a potted plant, which is so beautiful. These were $3.99 each. Now, I was actually thinking to use these as trash cans in the kids' rooms and this room as well, because, or maybe the bathroom or something. But putting like a trash bag in here, and it already has the plastic lining to protect the natural fiber. I thought this was perfect for $4 each. Like, you can't get any better than that. So 3 of these. And then I'm excited about this wall art. So it does say that it is the birthplace of William Shakespeare. And it's kind of a metal. Well, it is metal. And this is etched in there. But it's silver, and then it's got this textured matting that's like an olive green that's just beautiful. And this frame is a nice, simple wood color, like a light wood. And it's got a little bit of scratched up on it, but not bad. And it does have a hanging mechanism. Now, it may seem kind of redundant or unnecessary to mention that it has a hanging mechanism, but some stuff while you're thrifting does not have it. So you do need to check unless you're willing to put it on there yourself, because that can be a bit of a bummer if you got it home and then realized, oh shoot, I can't even hang it, you know. But on the back, it says that it's from Cornwall, England. And it says original hand produced by craftsmen on stainless steel. This reproduction should require a little cleaning, da-da-da-da. But this person got it in England, so I thought that was really cool in Cornwall. I'm not exactly sure where I'll hang this at because even though our room has a lot of this olive green, and I do like our room a little bit more monotone, whatever. This like kind of all different greens for the most part and tans and stuff. But we don't have silver or steel, you know. So we'll see. Actually, you know what? I really like it in here. Maybe I'll find a place to prop it up in here or hang it up on the walls in our studio. This was $6.99. Really excited about this one. And then the pieces that I was thinking about putting on Etsy are these bamboo and rattan trays. I found 2 of them. They've got this beautiful pattern on there. And then this is the rattan, this is bamboo. All of these little things are intact, except for a couple of these are out of place. And I was wondering if maybe I should try to glue them, get some wood glue and just kind of tack them back in because they have little holes where they can fit in. But the comps on these are insane. I've never bought this. And by comps, I mean, like, I looked up what people sell them for online, and they're pretty high. I know I've mentioned All Put Together in the past. She's another YouTuber that I really like to watch. She's a reseller specifically. She mentioned that anytime you find bamboo stuff, you should really pick it up because anything bamboo sells really well. And so I thought, maybe. They were $2.99 each. They're in pretty good condition. They do seem a little bit delicate, I should say. But I think that's just the nature of it. Oh, you know what? This looks like it's been repaired a little bit. So maybe I won't put these online, but this is fun to start looking. And these are beautiful. Putting something on top of them. A very nice tray, and I got 2 of them. Okay, so next, I really wasn't sure about these. These things, I showed you them in the store, and I'm still totally unclear about what they are, but they were $1.99 each. But they've got these two little circles. You can't really tell, but oh, here we go. They've got these two little circles that reminded me of a fishing pole. And so I was thinking, do you put like a string through there? And it's got this little hook on this side. You can kind of see it. And so I was like, what are these? Do you put a string through it? Do they hold something? What way do they go? They don't look like they hang on the wall. So I took pictures of these. Google could not tell me what these were. It's hard to get like a proper picture of them in one clip. You know what I mean? But I'm a part of a couple of Facebook pages that are antique booth vendor stuff. And so I've seen people in the past post something that they found and ask what they are because they are not sure. And so I posted these. And I've gotten mixed reviews. I don't know if any of them are actually correct. So somebody said maybe they're curtain tie backs, which would mean that you would have to put them on the wall somehow, and then the curtain would like hook onto here, which maybe, but I just don't see a practical way to hang this on the wall. So that was an option. Somebody else said maybe back in the day, these were used as a bell guide in between floors in a house. So I thought that was an interesting suggestion, considering I equated these two little holes with a fishing pole, putting the string through there, and it's got this hook, and I thought maybe that would kind of make sense. And they're pretty weighty, but I just am not sure. And so then somebody else said, well, it's got these two little things. Is it missing? Oh no, my candle just went out. Well, that's kind of crazy. It's got this huge long wick on it right now. Okay, anyways. Somebody said maybe it's missing a test tube, that you put the test tube in here and it kind of rests back this way and you put like a plant propagation in there. I thought, oh, that's a good idea, but I'm just not sure. Oh my God, what is happening back there? That is crazy. Okay, I think it's self-regulating. Sorry for all the distraction. Okay, so on to the good stuff. All of this designer Louis Vuitton. So since I've never found designer like this, and I've never had designer, I've never felt the need to purchase it, I thought, well, maybe I should look up, and this will be a good opportunity for me to figure out like the differences between real and fake designer stuff. And so a couple of the ways that you can tell is the LV will never be a part of the stitching. It'll never be like overlapped into the stitching. So that was one way. And then another way that you can tell is the hardware. So the hardware should always stay the same color as the zipper. Now this one looks like it's had a little bit of wear. So that was my first tip, that maybe these are not actual designer. Another thing is on the hardware, it'll say Louis Vuitton on it, and the O should always be an actual perfect circle. And then the I should never be touching another letter, and then the two T's should never be touching each other. So none of the letters should ever be touching each other, and the O should be a perfect circle. Now, all of the O's on here are that way. None of the letters are touching. Well, maybe the I and the T might be really close to touching. I'm not sure. And then another way to tell, and these do have like quite a bit of wear, but this feels like really good leather. So like even if this isn't a real designer item, it feels really real and like good quality, like nice thick leather. So anyways, another way that you can tell is it will have the stamp on the inside. That's it's going to be like a 4-tier stamp. It has to have the circle with the R, and then the R can't be touching any part of the circle. It has to be perfectly centered, followed by Louis Vuitton, followed by Paris underneath it, and then the next line will say where it was made. So this one says made in Spain, and it has to have all 4 of those elements. It has to either be Spain, Italy, or France is what it'll say made in. So this is a pretty good dupe. But the only other thing that these wallets are missing is a serial number. So it will have, if it's real, a tiny little serial number embossed in the leather somewhere up in the corner on the inside. I did not see any of that. So the only 2 things that this specific wallet is missing is the hardware is a little bit worse, or is a little bit off color. And then it doesn't have the serial number. But other than that, this looks like an identical Louis Vuitton wallet. How crazy is that? So this was $25. I don't think any of the ones that were there were real because there was quite a bit. And then same thing for this one, this white wallet, which is actually in better condition than this one. The outside of this one is really, really nice. Oh, and also it won't have any fraying along the stitching. You won't see any loose threads or, you know, little ends on it or anything like that. I do see a little bit of that on here, but I don't know if that would be just from the wear. You know what I mean? Because it is kind of old. But this one's in better condition. This one was also $25 and it's got the same thing. So this one says made in France on it instead of made in Spain, like this wallet said. And then another thing about the 4-tier stamping on the inside is that none of the lettering will be smudged at all. Where this E on here looks slightly smudged on France, where it says made in France. And then once again, it's missing a serial number, which is such a bummer because other than that, these could pass for a real actual Louis Vuitton wallet. So I'm really excited with these finds. And then I also found this belt. I showed you this belt. There were a few different belts. Now, I didn't look up if the belt was real or not because I'm assuming it's the same thing. Just missing a serial number for the most part, besides like one or two small little things. But this hardware is in really good condition. Same with this hardware, really, really good condition. A little bit of scrapes on it, but in terms of the color, pretty good. A little tiny bit of discoloring in the corners, but other than that, look at me. I'm a designer brand wearing gal. No, not really. But still, I thought these were fun and really exciting. So that will complete my Goodwill haul. Sorry if I was a little bit low energy at any point in the video. I really have not been feeling great this week, but I was really excited to get this done and show you guys. I'm glad I got a little bit of the extra time so I could really dig into if these were real or not and what things to look for, because that information will come in handy for me in the future, I'm sure, as hopefully it comes in handy for you. And then if you do know what these are or have any sort of idea what these are, they kind of look like a little carriage to me, like they should be pulling Cinderella. Yeah, if you know what these are, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, let me know if you would be interested in an Etsy shop, because I'm still unclear on if I want to do it or not. But it is opening up the door for me to learn a little bit more about my items and items that I wouldn't necessarily pick up like these, because I have never had any bamboo items before, and I didn't think that they would be as sought after as they are. But anyways, this was a fun week for me. It was fun getting suggestions from my Facebook people about where I should go. So add me on Facebook, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you guys in next week's video on Monday, every Monday. Peace.